Brought to you by the EveryDollar app. Start budgeting for free today. So a lot of people misunderstand, that might be being too nice, what we teach about money or the baby steps, or they've just figured out that 10 things Dave Ramsey got wrong is good that's good clickbait, right? And 5 things I disagree with Dave Ramsey on. Yeah. It's good clickbait, and people will click on it. And so they write articles, or they do stuff, or they post stuff in whatever, social media or some stupid Reddit thread or something. And so it's kind of funny, the mythology. So our team made a list of things that are mythology.
It's people twisting your words.
At a minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'll read the myth and you tell me where they got it wrong.
Okay.
Okay, so myth 1 is only eat rice and beans and rice.
Okay. If you really think I literally mean only eat beans and rice, then you got other issues.
Dave, a lot of people think that.
I know. Then they got other issues. That's just kind of dumb. It's a metaphor. Beans and rice and beans is what people say is what you eat when you're broke. So eat broke people food. So quit going out to eat and spending $300 at a stupid restaurant when you're broke people. Right. That's all that means. But it doesn't mean every night you're literally. I will tell you this to back up this myth. It's hilarious. We get anywhere from 1 to 6 requests a week to co-author a beans and rice cookbook with me.
Yes, I hear that a lot.
I could have done that a lot, but it's a metaphor, people.
It's not real.
Grow a humor bone. It's a metaphor. Okay.
I actually saw somebody say, it's not good for my mental health or my physical health to eat rice and beans every day.
Oh, God.
Ridiculous. All right, moving on. Myth number 2, you have to pay cash for a house. Dave Ramsey says you can only pay cash for a house.
Pay cash for a house, yeah. Well, yeah. That's the best thing you can do. Because the best way to get wealthy is to get out of debt and stay out of debt.
Right.
Because it's their most powerful wealth-building tool is your income. So, yeah. And the borrower is slave to the lender, and even if you're buying a house, you're a slave when you owe Citibank money.
Facts.
I mean, Countrywide, whatever. I mean, you owe somebody money on a stupid mortgage, you know? Mm-hmm. So it's not that yeah, I would rather you do that. I don't borrow money, period, for anything, ever. I don't need anything bad enough, ever. I haven't borrowed money in 30 years since I went broke. And it's one of the reasons I've got some money, because I don't give it all to some stupid bank.
Oh, yeah.
So that is the best case scenario, but it's not the only thing we say to do. We say around here, if you're going to buy a house, to do it on a 15-year fixed where the payment's no more than a fourth of your take-home pay. Best thing you can do is put 20% down because you avoid PMI, which is $75 a month per 100,000 borrowed. So you borrow $300,000, it's $225 a month just going to buy insurance for the mortgage company in case they foreclose on you. So that's why we tell you all that, and then let's get out of debt. Let's get the stupid thing. But if you put down 5%, you're a first-time home buyer, 10%, and you take on that PMI, you just need to know you're taking it on. And you take on a debt, you just need to know you're taking it on. And then you need to get about the business of getting it paid off, right? Because it's standing between you and being wealthy.
Love that.
It's a blocker. But I never told anybody. I will always tell you, if you can figure out a way to do the 100% down plan, I like it.
Do it. Yeah, why not? All right, myth number 3. $1,000 emergency fund is enough to cover all of your emergencies.
Never was, never will be. Baby step 1 is not a $1,000 emergency fund. Baby step 1 is a $1,000 starter emergency fund. When I did that 30 years ago in doing the baby steps, 20 years ago doing the baby steps, I didn't then think it was enough. It's not enough. It's not supposed to be enough of an emergency fund. It's there for the little emergencies to keep from knocking you off the emotional wagon while you go about the business of getting out of debt. But it's not enough emergency fund. Of course it's not. But if you sit around and wait till you save $10,000 to start getting out of debt, your butt will never get out of debt. And once again, you've bifurcated and diluted all of your efforts, and you lose. So, but you're trying to look for some stupid excuse to not face this stuff. then you can figure out a way to lie about something we said here.
Yeah. Oh, I hear it all the time. Dave Ramsey's out of touch. $1,000. That's not enough for an emergency fund.
Dave Ramsey's out of touch. There's no question about that. I am definitely out of touch. But it has nothing to do with I thought $1,000 was enough.
Got you. All right, let's talk about myth number 4. Getting out of debt is a math problem.
I've never said that. I've always said it's a behavior problem. Personal finance is 80% behavior, 20% head knowledge. And, I mean, the closest thing I ever said to that was the title of your book, which is the opposite of that.
It is the opposite. Money's not a math problem. Wow. That's interesting. 80% behavior, 20% head knowledge. All right. Myth number 5. You have to work 80 hours a week forever.
Never said that. I said if you'll work like no one else later, you can work whenever you want. But my grandmother did say there's a great place to go when you're broke. To work.
Yeah. I think people say
that. Get
up
off of your couch, potato. Quit watching Netflix when you're broke. Go make some money, and then you don't have to work so stinking much.
Short-term sacrifice, long-term gain.
Yeah, nobody wins without sacrifice, but it's not a permanent thing. I haven't worked 80 hours a week my whole life.
It's not sustainable. All right, this is an outright falsehood. It says you got to pay off your home before you start investing.
Well, we never said anything close to that, ever. Not once.
Never.
Never in 30 years did I tell you that. So I'm telling you, I'm just really good clickbait. I mean, just use Dave Ramsey something salacious, something lie, something big, you know. Dave Ramsey once killed my pet. You know, I don't know, whatever it is. You know, I mean, I don't know, just make up something and put it on there because everything on the internet is true. Abraham Lincoln said that. So, I mean, come on, guys. Seriously, it's just, this stuff's so silly.
It's just way off. It's way off. Well, what do we say? We don't say that you have to pay off your home before you start investing.
No, we say you need to get out of debt before you start investing everything but the house. And that's very clearly outlined in the baby steps. And anybody who actually looks at it with an honest intellectual eye knows that.
That's right.
But a lot of these people, they're not trying to, they don't actually believe this. They're just twisting something up because of good clickbait. That's
they want an excuse why you can't do it.
And for everybody on social media that says it can't be done, for everybody on social media that's a victim, for everybody that's a whiny little baby boomer, Gen X, Gen Z, Gen whatever, millennial, whatever gen you are and you're a whiny little victim, a little wuss, for every one of you that says it can't be done, that it's impossible, that America is dead and we need the communists to take over, for every one of you that are out there, there's 1,000 people that proved you wrong by actually going and doing this stuff.
Or if they want to get it right, they can just pick up a copy of the Total Money Makeover.
There's only 10 million copies of that thing floating around. You probably can find one. And so, you know, it's on a lot of people's table. It makes a nice coaster. Some people sit it on their coffee table. It sits there for 4 years before they read it. And then suddenly they'll pick it up and read it when something bad goes sideways. So it's out there floating around. Pick it up. You can do this stuff, people. We joke around and we read the mean tweets and all that stuff here on the air because it's entertaining and with you guys. But the truth is, anybody out there that's telling you folks a lie under the heading of it can't be done and therefore they're stealing your hope, those people are evil. Hope stealers, people who steal other people's hope, are evil, especially to further their socialist, communist, left-wing agenda. It's just wrong. It's evil. Yeah. And so it aggravates the crud out of those of us here at Ramsey. We joke around and cut up with you guys about it, but you know, our job here is to show you mathematically, psychologically, spiritually, relationally, how you can win, because we really believe you can win. And then somebody wants to distort something to steal your hope. It pisses us off because we work for you guys. We're here for you. We exist for you. So for those of you out there who get it, thank you. We love you. Create your free every dollar budget today, the simplest way to budget for your life.